Dave Young on the show. Please give it up one more time. Thank you. Hello, Dave.
Thanks, Chris.
How are you?
How are you? I'm great. I'm just admiring your watch.
What? Do you want
it?
it?
It looks like it fell off a fireplace. It's huge. Looks lovely.
Thank you very much, Jeff. How are you keeping?
I'm keeping great. I'm just back from Spain. So
yeah.
I'm quite tanned. You're winning on that one, but yeah, it's yeah, it was great.
Good, good. Dave, first of all, it's a pleasure to have you
Thank you very much.
This show.
It's a pleasure to be here. This is lovely. When this is finished, this is really nice.
It's already finished, Dave. Nothing's coming off anymore. We're done. So, Dave, let's talk about yourself. Back in the days, you know, we look at your career line, and when was your first breakthrough?
First breakthrough was I'm an only child.
Yes.
And when I was young, I was quite quiet and curious, because when you're an only child, you often wonder, are you adopted? Because I don't look like my mum and I don't look like my dad. So you kind of wonder, geez, I could have been adopted. And one day I said to my mother, I said, Mother, oh mother, Mammy, am I adopted? You know what she said?
No.
What you chicken jiving motherfucker talk about? I don't know what I'm going to do with you. So you never know.
Yes.
I mean, you probably know my dad. He lives in Spain. He sells watches. Anyway, these are jokes.
No, just know that.
Anyway, no, how I got into show business was I never wanted to be a comedian. I used to sing with a band.
Yeah.
And in between songs, when a guitar string would break or when there would be a problem, I'd tell a few jokes to keep everything going. And then people started coming to see and hear more and more of the jokes, and the singing got less and less and less. So eventually I got rid of the band, and it was just me. So that's how it all kind of panned out. Yeah.
And when
I used to be with a band called the Symbolics.
Yes.
I was Sin, and we were very good.
How good are good?
Very, very good. Very good. I think we'll have to go to knock knock. So.
And Dave, let's look at your first appearance on TV sets. The first time you ever appeared on TV.
Crime Line, I'll never forget it. Then I was on Embarrassing Bodies. That was lovely. No, I was on a new show on RTE. It's called with Gay Byrne. Remember Gay?
Yeah,
Gay
Gay Byrne. Yeah, I do a lot of different shows.
It's called Gay Byrne Looks Back.
Right.
It starts at 6 o'clock and it's over at 3:45. It's very good. And what other shows was I was on? I was in different things. I actually come from the circus as well. There's a circus background. My uncle was an incontinent trapeze artist. He used to go out and warm up the crowd. I had another uncle who was a contortionist. And one night he had a massive heart attack and he died. But he died in his own arms. So, you know, it was great. And then I had a granny and grandfather who were a trapeze act. And he was the flyer and he used to do somersaults. My granny was the catcher. And one night they had a fight and he fell. Yes. And he broke 2 vertebrae in his back. Just right there. And they rushed him to Tala Hospital. And the doctor, with a very strong Tala hospital accident, said, come in. And because all the doctors are from India, you know. Right. I said to them once, where's all the Irish doctors? And he said, India. But anyway, they injected mercury from a thermometer on the wall into his back, into the vertebrae. And within a week, he was back on the trapeze, swinging, triple somersaults. My granny ran him fabulous because of the mercury from the thermometer. Brilliant. But on a hot day, he was 16'7", my grandfather. Wow. Because of the mercury.
Wow. Dave.
Anyway, I could explain most of these if you like.
No, Dave.
You're getting some of these.
I'm sweating on that now. Dave, what actually inspires you to become a comedian?
I don't actually ever consider myself a comedian, actually. I never go out with the intention to make somebody laugh, and I don't mean that in a pompous way. I mean that in I kind of know who I am, and that's the real trick in life, Chris. If you know who you are, like I didn't always know. Like I went to a psychiatrist, and straight away he said, this isn't you. And I said, well, if it's not me, who is it? And he said, well, we have to look for the real you. It'll cost €5,000. And I said, well, why should I give you €5,000 if I'm not the real me? Why don't we find the real me and let him give you €5,000? I said, wouldn't it be funny if you were the real me and you owed me €5,000? Yeah. So he gave me €3,000 and we called it quits.
That's it. That's true. You must believe him.
He's okay over there.
No, Dave, for older young comedians who want to be like you, and you've inspired a lot of people by your job, you know, and you know, how difficult or what are the tasks involved for you to
People
be?
say being a comedian is the hardest job. It's not. If you're a roofer in August with red hair, that's hard. Or even like Karina. Sorry, Karina.
Yes, that's
By the way, I
lovely.
used to have a job in Crumlin. You know, Mittens Butchers. Yeah, I used to work in there on Errigal Road. Yeah. And I remember one day a woman came in, she was very posh, she was lost in Crumlin, I don't know. And she said, I'd like you, David, will you keep me a chicken? And I said, certainly. And she went out the door and I forgot all about the chicken. And about 5 to 6 that evening she came in and she said, David, did you keep the chicken? And I said, sure. So I went around the fridge and there was one chicken left. It was really small, it looked more like a pigeon. And I brought it out and I said, how's that? And she said, David, it's a bit small. I said, no problem. So I brought it around the back, took it out of packing, got a load of stuffing, patted the whole thing out, brought it out, and I said, how about that? She said, that's lovely. I'll take the 2 of them. So that was my days as a butcher. But to answer the question, anybody who wants to get into comedy, the real trick is just enjoy yourself. Never go out with the intention of making anybody laugh. If you go out and have a good time, it's enjoy yourself. It's like you doing this. If you're enjoying the conversation and you have a good time, well then it just comes naturally.
Are we not enjoying it, audience?
Yeah, there you are.
That's it. Dave, we talk about Ireland here. How would you rate the comedy industry right now? Do you think there is a huge boost in supporting the industry right now from your experience? Because I know, like you go abroad, you do a lot of different things.
Well, a few years ago, maybe about 10 years ago, comedians weren't really considered, you know, they were right down there with jugglers, we'll say, something like that. But then that started to change and it became very hip to be a comedian. They start being treated a bit like rock stars.
Sure.
And some of the best comedians in the world have come from Ireland, and that's because Ireland is such a naturally funny place. Everybody in Ireland has a story to tell you, or funny, and that's because you probably see it from coming from the outside in. We're all kind of a bit crazy. Like the whole country's a bit crazy. Midnight mass at 10:30, for example. There's, you know, there is no other country in the world where you can do a driving test, fail it, and then drive off. No, you know, you've just been told you can't drive a car. It's dangerous. You go, oh well, beep beep, and gone. I don't know anywhere else in the world where they would ask you to pay for water when you live in an island, surrounded by water, with rivers and canals everywhere. If it rains for 2 days here, there's puddles and cars floating down the river. You know, like if we lived in a jungle or we lived in a desert where there's no water, I get it. But it rains here every day. It rains in between the showers.
True.
You know?
It was rain today.
And one of the politicians, wasn't that funny when he said, what, do you think the water falls from the sky for nothing? You know, so it's...
Let's give it one time for David. Come on! That was good. Now, David, what is the best of you? If I have to describe you, if someone has to describe you, how can one describe you? To say, oh, David is the best guy. It's the guy that can make you laugh. It's the guy that can, you know, put a smile into your face.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. What's the best of me?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm very good humoured. I'm very. I suppose it's natural, as I say. I've no intention ever to be a comedian, or I've no aspirations. I never wanted to be one. I just so happened. I always thought I'd be a singer, and the singing was good. And then I also used to be a magician for a while.
Wow.
And one night I did that, you know, cutting the lady in half trick, and it didn't go so great. But the girl, she lives in Crumlin as well, in number 5 and number 6. But I'm getting that. That's a good joke.
That's a good joke.
But I did the best of me. I don't know. I suppose I like making people laugh.
That's
otherwise.
good. No, you're
I
good
like
at
the
it.
money. I like the money a lot.
I know,
the
of
money
course.
is great. It
I know you're good
keeps
at
me
it.
off the streets.
Definitely.
But I genuinely like making people laugh and have a laugh.
Yeah, good
like
laugh.
even when I was a kid in school, I suppose that's where, you know, when the bullies would come and, you know, and they'd come in and you'd run home to your mum and say, no, the bullies call me horrible names, horrible names. And your mother, all Irish mothers would say the same thing. They'd say, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. And I'd go into the school the next day and I'd say to the bullies, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And that was great. But then the next day the bullies would come in with sticks, stones, bottles, bars.
Great.
But
Dave, before we go,
yes.
just quick there for you in terms of you supporting varieties of organizations which represent fund. Recently you did one for Save David, is it, what's his name?
Saving Dylan.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was great. I want to say thank you very much for that
No
support.
problem.
You've been doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know,
I do a lot of stuff for the homeless as well, actually.
Yes.
In 2003, I hung over the Liffey in a glass box for a whole weekend. It was a piss take of a magician in England called David Blaine.
Yeah.
He hung over the Thames. I don't remember it, in a glass box, and he was starving, and he was just doing it for himself, for publicity. So I did it the Irish way, which is the other way around.
Yes.
So I was eating and drinking like a king, and in his box he'd nothing. I had a bed, I had a TV, I had a mini bar, because in Ireland we do everything the other way around to the rest of the world anyway. Like in Saudi Arabia, if you commit adultery, you get stoned.
Sure.
We do that here the other way around.
That's good. Dave, don't go nowhere because we're going to have fun on this island on the show. Please join me. We're going to Maxuda on the show, please. Hello, Maxuda. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Chris. How are you?
I'm very good. Welcome to the show. Maxuda, at the moment you're doing a big promotion going to Jamaica anytime next month, which is October.
Okay.
Now, can you tell our viewers and also give us more information? We know every week we're going to be talking about this to make sure people out there are able to support you on this journey because you're going to represent Ireland in Jamaica. So can you tell us more about it?
Firstly, I would like to thank you, Chris, for having me. Next month, Miss Ireland, Miss Earth in Jamaica, I'm going to represent Ireland, where I'm very proud of it that I will be representing Ireland over there. And so I need support because it's quite expensive for me. It's nearly 10,000 euro I need to compete this competition. So
you will need money for flight, you will need money for clothing, you will need money for accommodation, you will need money for food. You need. Dave, can I just put this down to you? I was meant to say that to the allotment before, which was on set, is that, Dave, what's your view about women in Ireland right now, the efforts that they're really putting in terms of representing Ireland abroad and doing a lot of things, especially as models, doing a lot of things? What would be your own view as well?
About women?
Yes.
I think they're great. We'd be lost for health, and like, let's face it, nobody would be here because they say children are hereditary.
Sure.
You know, if your mum and dad don't have any, you probably won't have any yourself. And
sure.
I think that, I think women are a great idea, and they're getting very popular. And I think it's great. Irish women are great, and you're from Malahide.
yes.
You're too good looking to be from Malahide. You should. I like Malahide. The beach is near the sea. Have you ever been there?
No, I'm not from there.
Yeah,
I'll try to go someday,
beach
you know?
near the sea.
Yeah.
It's no, I think, and I agree completely with our Lord Mayor when she says that females should be doing more. And yeah, there are a lot of jobs that are very male orientated, and definitely there is that. And there always has been that sexist thing where males, seem to aspire to different things, quicker and all that. And it would be nice to see change, And if they're all as good looking as you and our Lord Mayor, well, I think it would improve the beauty of the country.
That is true. That is true. So, Maxuda right now, Dave, what Maxuda's looking for is
10,000
she needs 10,000 euros.
Well, I've got checkbook. I left it around here. Is that the time?
Right, so we try our best here at the Request you to make sure we raise funds as much as we can, because one thing about Ireland going out there in the world is so important. It doesn't matter what color you are, but once you carry that flag to represent Ireland, it's a huge, huge image for everybody. So those out there who are part of this, to please, whatever you have, I'm applauding you, begging you. It doesn't matter what you have, but support her. You submit a lot of different charity programs, a lot of different times. I believe you might have met him as well when you were doing David's.
Probably,
yes, exactly. So, we need that support. It could be 10 years, it could be 5 years, it could be 100, whatever you can. Let her go represent Ireland. She could bring the trophy back home yet tomorrow. We never can tell. Maxuda, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's a pleasure to meet you. Big applause for that. Thank you. Okay, well, finally come to the end of the show today. First of all, I want you all to give a big applause for our lovely Lord Mayor that was on the show today. And please give it one more time for Dave Young, please.